Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen delivered an AFC classic in the divisional round of the playoffs. The Chiefs beat the Bills 27-24, but it was a really, really good game. Mahomes, 17 of 23, 215 yards, 2 touchdowns, 6 carries for 19 yards, and Josh Allen, 26 of 39, 186, 1 touchdown passing, 72 yards rushing, and 2 more touchdowns on the ground. It was a classic, and we're going to dive in to see what happened. This game was back and forth all game long, and it started off with a bang. 3rd and 17, Josh Allen drops back. First hitch, he scrambles, sees the opening up the middle of the field. Knows he's not going to get it, makes an improv play, but the NFL missed this. Look at where he releases this ball. Right here on the 27-ish yard line. Look at where it's caught. All the way up to the 28. They missed this. The Bills got it done on 3rd and 17, but I don't know, man. The NFL, they need a big red button they can buzz down in, fix calls, because at the end of the day, getting the call right is more important than just letting the game roll on. So maybe we'll see some changes in the NFL by next year. But anyways, it was a brilliant, smart play, but they got away with one. And then they get to their tush push. Josh Allen always likes to go left. Huge conversion, and right now, that was a really big turning point in this game. And honestly, there were a lot of things like that for Buffalo that kept them around longer than I believe they maybe should have been. The Chiefs were the better team that night. Here we go. Now you got 3rd and 4, drops back. First hitch, goes to deliver, ball's out. Crazy catch, almost dropped. Big 3rd and 4 conversion. The Bills just kind of kept finding a way most of this game. They had some lucky bounces, a little bit of everything. You saw a lot of this with them too, where they're just throwing quick little screens. Their big plays were not necessarily, they weren't as good schematically, in my opinion, as the Chiefs' offensive game plan was. They have 2 different styles of offense. I get that, but you could feel that the Chiefs were really in control of how the plays turned out on offense, where I feel like most of the game, the Bills were hoping something good was going to happen. Now you got Josh dropping back, 3rd and 8. Tipped. That's tough because the Bills, I feel like if they can get down to the 2-yard line, they're going to go for it. They're not just going to settle for field goals, but when D linemen do not get a rush and they put their hands up, makes it really tough. So moving on, they settle for 3. Just think of all the different parts of this game, and look at this too. Look at how this ball moves from left to right. That came back to bite him at the end of the game. 2nd and 9, drops back. There's a reset, free rusher. Like, he is so good and aware in the pocket. And he also is really good at getting back to the soft part of the pocket whenever he breaks contain, breaks whatever. A lot of guys you'd see start scrambling this way. Then they got this free rusher in his way. What does he do? Gets back to the soft part of the pocket so he can deliver. Huge play to Rice. And he just gets going, man. Workhorse. Huge, huge play by Mahomes. That's just Pat, man, in the playoffs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Play fake. Throws it in rhythm. Great strike to Kelsey. Kelsey finally got back involved, had 2 touchdowns this game. Like, you could feel this Chiefs offense starting to click. And they haven't really been clicking much this year. It's been on their defense, but their offense carried them in this game. Here we go. Trips right. Got a nasty split down here. 3rd and 5. It's back to the pocket. Deep part. Rips a dime, and it's dropped. Like, these were parts of the games where I'm like, man, maybe Buffalo is just going to get lucky tonight. You see Watson come up with that more often than not, but drops the pass. Bills had something going early, but man, the kicking game, 47-yard attempt with crazy wind, nails it. 3-3. Like, this was the game all night long. 2nd and 4, another bubble screen. Like, Shakir making people miss. Like, this is what I think is the problem with the Bills. 2nd and 4, you're just playing to get the first down. You already have the Chiefs on their heels. They weren't really taking like calculated crossing shots, like the 15, 20, 30-yard chunk plays. They were just trying to move the chains 5-10 yards a pop. And it's really hard to do that against a defense, in my opinion, that has been pretty good most of the year. And you saw it come back to bite them later in the game where they just couldn't generate the big enough play. Here we go. 1st and 10, play fake. Goes to throw a little throwback, checks it down. This was awesome by Josh. I know we won't get the other view probably in this angle, but what he does here, Josh's first read over here is right back here. It's going to be a crosser, probably 15, 20 yards. Looks like he's running a little leak. He's going to get to the soft part of his pocket. First hitch. He knows he doesn't have him. Watch what he does. 2nd hitch, resets. Like, he kind of takes a little bit more time to get it to the running back, where he knew on the first hitch that he wasn't going to have this guy. He could have got to the back now. Taking that 2nd hitch actually allows for the defenders underneath in these zone coverages to keep losing ground, leaving more space for the back to work in space. And then, yes, 2nd and 3, go touchdown, great. You're up 10-3 now, but they did this too long. They went to the well too many times in this game on 2nd downs, and that's, in my opinion, what cost them at the end of this game, besides missing the kick. Keep your eye on, like, when certain play calling time. 1st and 10, what are they going to do? They're going to go take a shot. They're going to layer it on a crossing route to Kelsey. And that was the Chiefs' mentality on offense. F that. We're not just going to go and take our 4 or 5 yard runs and have to go all the way down the field efficiently. We're going to put the pressure on the defense. 3rd and 6, change in protection. A lot of stand-ups here. 1, 2, 3. Ball's out. Man, great job stopping him versus that coverage. Great job. And also, watch this. Keep this in mind for later in the game when they get a touchdown to Kelsey. Look at where they drop coverage here. Watch these guys. Look at him. He's getting nosy right here. If Mahomes had ripped a seam, which same spot as a corner route, look at the soft spot in the defense right here. Later in the game, that's going to come up versus a very similar coverage on a corner route. Kelsey. 2nd and 8. There we go. Little quick game. Get Cook out in space. Nice little first down. Moves the chains. I like that. 1st and 10. Play fake. 1st and 10. Play fake. I love this. Put the pressure on the defense immediately. Goes and makes a play. Hell of a catch. Across the middle of the field. On a run situation, you're getting a chunk on a pass play. That makes life so much easier. 2nd and 6. Good spot. Midfield. Hand it off. Clyde. Really good run here. And I also want to go back and look at this. Look at the defense. Look at how much softer they're playing now because the Chiefs have been willing to throw the ball on 1st and 2nd down in a running situation. Look at these linebackers. He's already like 2 steps with the ball and they're late to react over here. And he's captured. He's not going to get there. He's going to capture him. Like, they're just playing slow because of the way that the play calling. It's not predictable. They're taking shots on 1st and 2nd down. They're taking shots on 2nd and short. Here we go. 2nd and 9. Let's see what happens. Andy Reid called a hell of a game. Here we go. Drops back. First hitch. Ball's out. Kelsey. What's that spot on the field that we were just talking about versus that cover 3? He takes the bait. Nobody carries the seam or the corner route. They drop him. And Kelsey gets a walk-in the same spot of the last play. Like, that's the thing with the Chiefs is if they see a weakness, they're going to find a way to attack it later in the game. And if you have that same weakness that's not going to get adjusted, you're going to be in for a long night. So here we go. Chiefs take the lead. Now we got Josh Allen. Play fake. 1st and 10. I like this. I like that they're getting into this. There we go. Check it down with a lead blocker. That's fine, though. Like, I would rather that on 1st down. 1st and 9. Give us a play fake with a pass and a check down that's going to get 9 versus just handing the ball off for 6, 7, 8. And I know the yards are what they are, but now the defense has to play softer because they know you're willing on rundowns to pass it. Going empty. This was a hell of a route by Diggs and a really good play. Jerk route. Great ball placement. Great extension. Good play. On 2nd and 11, too. Here we go. 2nd and 4. What are they going to do? Here we go. Drop back. Now Josh can scramble. Hell of a play. If they had run the ball on 2nd and 4, they would have not have had that type of explosive. I'm like, you have Josh Allen. Put yourself in those situations as often as possible. The sad thing is the only reason why they did it was because it was 2 minutes. They need to play more like a 2-minute offense with the personnel that they have and the guy they have calling the shots at quarterback. Here we go. 2nd and 10. Go. 7-step drop. 2nd hitch scrambles. Like, this is what I'm saying. How many opportunities can you get Josh Allen where the defense has to cover down the field, stretch it, and he's going to find a lane to escape? Do it more often on 2nd and 4. Do it in the red zone instead of just running the ball for 4 or 5 yards a pop. Don't make him have to wait till 3rd down to be perfect. And this was just, that was a hell of a throw, hell of a catch, critical point in this game to find a way to get them in a position to get 7, and he does it. Like, give him space. Get your best players in space. And this is where I thought the game kind of flipped. Being able to score right before the half to take the pressure off of yourself, put it back on the Chiefs. Now the Chiefs get the ball at halftime and they've got to go score. So let's see what happens. 1st and 10. What do? F that. We're not going to run it in a normal rundown. We're going to drop back and let you know that we're here. And we're going to take our shots to a guy that's been struggling this year, but we're going to trust him and get him involved in the game. And he made some critical plays in this game and stepped up. Right there, that 20, 30, 40-yard game, whatever that is, like that gets him involved later. It changes the pace of the game now. And that just says a lot about what this team thinks about themselves. Here we go. 2nd and 7. What do? Promise you they're not going to run it. Here we go. And now what does Pat do? Man, I can't believe that worked. That was so nasty. And you're not going to get a 30-yard run typically with your running backs. If you can get a mobile quarterback in space, an opportunity for an explosive pass, you give yourself a chance for an explosive run. Like, I don't know, man. If you have one of these guys, I'm just going to try to put them in as many situations with good odds that they have success every single game. Here we go. 2nd and 8. Red zone. Drops back. First hitch. Crosser. Pacheco with the little fake lookout. I like that. Getting your guys involved in space. We go 1st and goal. This was a really good play call on both sides. They have a good look. The Bills have this. If this guy right here, his only job is to pin it back in. I thought the Chiefs had a good play call. I thought they had a good play call. Is which players were going to make the play. This play is designed for Kelsey to get back inside. Look at how he's walling. Look at how he's walling. What happens? He sets it up and goes outside, and the guy on the end loses contain. If he just turns that back in and does his job, they might not have scored there. But here we go. Chiefs went out at halftime. They answered. They made a play. And now the pressure is back on the Bills. This was just a classic, man. 2nd and 3. What are they going to do? Dude, they're lining up under center. Heavy set. I'm sorry, man. I think this is a cop-out for an offense. 2nd and 3, you're going to go heavy. Josh Allen's been playing well. When you get him in space, he's great. Like, yes, you're going to get that run. Congratulations, you converted on 2nd and 3. You got an 8-yard run. The pressure is never on the defense. Like, the Chiefs in those situations are ripping off 15 to 20-yard passes on crossing routes, on play action. Like, I think over the course of time, you're not having enough explosive plays against a good KC defense, and you're not giving yourself an opportunity. That's all I'm saying. 2nd and 2. What are you going to do? You're going to hand off. You're just playing for first downs. You're playing for first downs, not for touchdowns. And against this offense that the Chiefs have, I don't think you can play with that mentality the whole game. Here we go. 3rd and 2. Great. I'm glad that they got it, but this theme, it comes back to bite them in the butt. Here we go. Now you're 3rd and goal. No pressure on them at all. And what do you do, though? You got a guy like Josh Allen who can find a way. This right here, that little hesitation to stop his feet, allows Josh to have enough space because he's not closing to flip his hips and deliver a hell of a play. That is what Josh Allen can do. And this is all that I'm saying. Allow Josh Allen to get in those situations without needing it to happen. Because you never know what type of plays we're never getting to see from Josh Allen because he's not getting the opportunity because you're running the ball in 2nd and 2, 3rd and 2. You're just not even letting it show up. And you're throwing a bunch of bubbles. Like, you're not calling plays, in my opinion, that let you go take that game. Where the Chiefs, dude, the whole playbook was open. Any situation, they were going to get it. And I think that's ultimately the theme of why they're so close but so far. 2nd and 4. What are Chiefs doing? They're dropping back, man. They're passing the ball and they're looking. Look, he got the first down. You can get a first down on a 5-yard out. You can get a first down on a run, but they gave themselves an opportunity for a big play by dropping back to pass. The Chiefs pass to set up the run, and the Bills are the opposite. That's why Mahomes in the playoffs typically has the better chance to win the games, not just against the Bills. Here we go. 2nd and 8. This was play of the game, in my opinion. Climbs the pocket, keeps his eyes downfield, delivers a rope in between basically double coverage to MVS. And MVS showed up, man. He's had a rough year, but damn it, was this a good playoff game for him. Now you got Pat. Situationally 2nd and 6. This was a hell of a play. Also, shout out to how he threw this ball. You guys don't realize how much this matters. This snap was offset left. Turns around so he can get all of his momentum around without having to flip his hips the wrong way. Look at where his foot is facing, backwards. Changes his arm angle so that this ball can get upfield on Rice to allow him to catch it, step, and get vertical. Those little details, man, are what make Pat so special. 2nd and 6, though, not just running the ball. This is the thing. The pressure that the Chiefs offense put on the Bills defense all game, like, they never let up. The Bills never knew what was going to happen. The Chiefs defense didn't necessarily feel the pressure. They just couldn't stop the run. But when the Bills needed to make a play, they couldn't do it. In my opinion, the Chiefs never felt the pressure on defense. Here we go. Josh Allen getting involved in the run game. Nice run. Cool. 8 yards. 3rd and 5, though. Like, I'd love to know what they did on 2nd down here to get to 3rd and 5. Here we go. Drops back. 3rd and 5. Ball's tipped. Incomplete. Tough. Like, they're not looking for explosive plays. They're looking to move the chains. And their philosophy on offense, it cost them. And then you do this shit. This shit just blows my mind. This is your play call? 4th and 5? Like, are you kidding me? You have Josh Allen, one of the most explosive players in the game. And if you need 5 yards, you're trying to get a cheeky 5 yards. Why don't you just go put your guy out there and say, we're going to go try to win this game right now with our guy? I don't know, man. They deserve to lose the game at that point. Chiefs. Harmon. The thing you never do is reach for the goal line on 1st down. You only do it on 4th down or game on the line. And the Bills have life again. That was wild. They made the right call. Lost it before his hip was down. And now the Bills have life. And let's go see what they do with it. Some way, somehow, they find themselves in 3rd and 12. Don't ask me how. Couldn't tell you. But Josh rips one deep. And it's dropped. Like, this game was so close. So close. Now you get to the flip side. Now it's 3rd and 10 again. The Bills defense starting to make plays. Pat, got to go do something. Gonna get a nice little stop, and now the Bills have the ball again. 1st and 10. The theme, not trying to get the explosive, just trying to move the chains, see how it comes back to bite them. Here we go. 1st and 10. Throw a bubble. Is this bubble gonna get you an explosive play to the tight end? Probably not. What's it gonna do? Cool. You'll get your 6-7 yards. 8 yards. No pressure on the defense, though. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Gonna run the ball. Cool. 1st down. You're not taking advantage of explosive plays. There are so many 15 to 20 yard gains left on this field just off of play calling. There's never even an opportunity. If you run 4 verts and you don't throw it deep, you'll at least get a check down to get the 1st down of the running back. Meanwhile, like their play calling there's no opportunity for stressing the defense. Here we go. Now you're in 3rd and 10. Same thing. Just trying to move the sticks like you're playing the 1st and 10 game. Here we go. Now Josh has got to go make a play. And he fumbles and they get lucky, man. At this point, I'm thinking, dude, it's the Bills' night. Everything's happened for them to win this game. 4th and 3. It's a really, I like that play call. It's good misdirection for the first time in a while for that offense. Now we're in 3rd and 4. Josh drops back, rips across the middle of the field. Great. Good completion. That's fine. Again, you're just trying to move the chains, though. You're not trying to get explosives. I get that. 3rd and 4, critical down. You need a field goal. Now you're in 3rd and 9. What did you do your first 2 downs to get to that position? Drops back. And this is the other thing. You're 3rd and 9, and you have 3 receivers short of the sticks. 3 of them. Well short of the sticks. I just think, whatever these play calls are, they're not even giving themselves a chance. And now you're bringing in your kicker. You're bringing in your kicker, and this is unfortunate because we looked at earlier in the game, that first kick that almost missed. Same thing, same way. Kicks it, and he didn't learn the first time. Pulls it completely right with the way the wind's turning. And it's over. And I think what we can tell from watching this game is that, look, the Chiefs were in attack mode all game long. They didn't care. If they were going to go down, they were going to go down swinging. The Bills offensively, more so play calling wise, was so conservative, trying to be so efficient when, dude, you got Josh Allen, one of the best players in the game. You did not get yourself into enough opportunities to have space where he can go create. You ran very condensed plays. You ran bubble screens. You ran quick slants. Everything was condensed on 3rd down when they had to have it. And I just don't think they were ever really in attack mode. They were playing not to lose, and it cost them.